What's up guys, Johnny here, and I am not trying to troll in this video, but there is a guy who is talking about having significant tax savings when investing in a 401k, and I want to debunk that, because you're still going to have to pay taxes either way, on top of 4 other drawbacks when investing in a 401k. So let's talk about it real quick. All right. So I watched this video on the Money Guy show. Brian Preston and Bo Hansen are great. They have a lot of knowledge, and they are certified public accountants. One's a CPA, CFP, and a PFS, and one's a CFA and a CFP. Now, my background is bachelor's. I have a bachelor's of science in business with a certificate in financial planning. So, technically, I can do some CPA work. Now, when it comes to a 401k, I kind of did maybe troll a little an hour ago. I put, "Who cares about a 401k?" Maybe I shouldn't have started the sentence that way, but I was basically saying, create your own portfolio worth holding on to. Invest in stocks that you want compared to stocks you can't control. I also put that I talk about stocks that you may never have heard of, as well as REITs and monthly paying stocks. So maybe a bit of a troll there, saying who cares, but I'm also trying to educate people and share knowledge about, they can put their hard-earned money into something else, into a different vehicle, into their own portfolio, instead of putting it into their company's 401k. Now, here's why. Okay, now there's 5 drawbacks to this. Now, Alan responded to me, and he put, "You mean who cares about significant tax savings?" "I do," is what he said. "Okay, Alan, well, this actually is for you," and I actually responded to your message within 12 minutes, because that's how serious I was. Okay, this isn't anything new. This is all free access information online. And it's one of the reasons I do not invest in a 401k. Now, I can get matched dollar for dollar in my 401k contribution with the company I work with, up to, I believe, I think it's like $900 or $1,200, something like that. After that's the case, they will not match any more of my money. It's like a limit, okay? Now, here's the 5 drawbacks. One is fees. You're going to get charged fees when you are invested in a 401k. Now, it's not going to be a crazy amount of fees. It could be a 0.5%, maybe 1%. I've seen some as high as 2 or 3%. Now, the second one would be the limited investment options. You do not get to decide what company that your 401k invests in. Now, some companies you can kind of position it to where, okay, I want more of my money to go into this sector or this sector, but a lot of times you cannot actually pick and choose what you want your money to be invested in. Whereas what I was saying a minute ago was create your own portfolio. If you're putting $300 away as a tax advantage in an account for your 401k, then you can it's not going to do anything for you. You can't pick, I want to put it in Tesla, or I want to put it into Amazon. No, you don't have that option. So we're going to get into the next 3, and these next 3 are crazy, okay? People don't think about this. Now, we've already gone over fees and limited investment options. Now, look at this. Number 3, you can't always withdraw your money when you want to. Now, that starts before 59 and a half years old. So if you want to withdraw your money at 58 or 55, you're going to have a hard time doing it. You're not going to be able to withdraw all of it, and they're going to charge you a significant fee to pull it out early. Okay? We don't want that. We don't want that. So you're going to put it in and then not be able to use it till you're almost 60 years old. Whereas your own portfolio, you could put in $3,000 today, and you got to wait and let it settle a little bit, but next week, maybe 3 or 4 days from now, you can withdraw that money again. It's more access when you have your own portfolio. It's more attainable. It's more realistic to pull your money in and out of your own portfolio than it is a 401k. Now, number 4, okay? And I'm not trying to beat up on Alan. Maybe Alan doesn't know these things. Maybe Alan just keeps thinking about one thing, tax savings, right? But we're going to get to that, because you still have to pay taxes on your 401k. So, number 4, you may be forced to withdraw your money when you don't want to. starting at the age of 72. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means when you turn 72 years old, they can force you to take out all your money, and you would still have to pay taxes on it. If you haven't read number 5 yet, there are still taxes. You cannot avoid paying taxes. If you don't pay taxes before you put the money in, you will have to after you take the money out. Or vice versa, right? We have Roth IRAs and we have 401ks. We have a lot of different strategies, and some are tax deferred, some are taxed when you put it in, and some are taxed when you take it out. Now, why would they do that? Okay, well, imagine this. You start your 401k plan in your 30s, and you've been putting money in for the last 42 years. Eventually, it's going to compound so much, I don't believe they're going to be able to keep up with that. And also, you're getting older, right? You're 72. But people are living a lot longer now. 80, 90. I've seen people 100 years old. Imagine if they had another 20 years that they left their money in there, right? So you could be forced to withdraw your money when you don't want to. Now, number five. This is where I really get Alan. Okay, Alan says, "You mean who cares about significant tax savings?" Okay, significant in what way exactly, right? Number 5, less control over your taxes, which can become one of the biggest expenses in retirement if you don't plan properly. And if you only save for retirement in a 401k account, you won't be able to do much to avoid paying them. Now, all employer contributions to a 401k are tax deferred, which is probably what Alan was referring to, which means you'll pay taxes upon withdrawal, Alan. Okay? Come on, man. You're not paying taxes now, but you're going to have to pay taxes later on a much significantly higher amount. You don't pay taxes on the $200 you put in a week or a month, but you're going to have to pay taxes on that $1 million that you pull out later. Now, not everyone has access to a Roth 401k where you pay taxes up front instead of upon withdrawal. So do a little bit of both, right? Or do the Roth 401k. And maybe that's what he was referring to begin with. And I'm sorry, Alan, if you were. But the Roth 401k, you will pay taxes on the small amount of money you invest. And you will not have to pay taxes on the $1 million or chunk of money you have later, which could be significantly more. Now, again, these are just my thoughts. I didn't mean to troll on anybody, Alan. I'm sorry. Thank you guys at the Money Guy Show for even giving me the inspiration to do this video and to share a little bit of my knowledge with you, because this is pretty basic information. If you guys want to know about some of the pros instead of the cons to a 401k, leave a comment below and I'll switch it up and we'll do some pros on it. Although I don't think there's many pros when it comes to investing in your own portfolio. Now, again, these are just my personal thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor. Please talk to your attorney or your CPA when it comes to taxes and money and stuff like this. And do your own research as well before you invest in anything. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.